Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? I think yesterday we just started the heterocyclic compound. What do you mean by the heterocyclic compound? Heterocyclic compound are organic compound that contain a ring structure containing atom in addition to carbon such as sulfur, oxygen, nitrogen as the heteroatom. And look at here, hetero meaning different, and here whatever the discussion we had described, we had discussed in our previous lecture, that is also still on the blackboard. Let us quickly revise that. Heterocyclic compound generally classified into as a two type. One is called as aromatic heterocyclic compound and another one is second one non-aromatic heterocyclic compound. Aromatic heterocyclic compound means those obeying as a Hückel's rule. That type of the compounds are called as aromatic compound. And heterocyclic compound, just now we have seen, in addition to the carbon, the heteroatom like oxygen, sulfur or nitrogen atom are involved in the ring. So that type of the compounds are known as aromatic heterocyclic compound. And that aromatic heterocyclic compound further divided into two types. One is called as a monocyclic aromatic heterocyclic compound and another one is called as a polycyclic aromatic heterocyclic compound. That monocyclic aromatic heterocyclic compound once again divided into two types. One is called as a 5-membered heterocyclic aromatic compound. Another one is called as a 6-membered heterocyclic aromatic compound. And 5-membered heterocyclic compounds are generally three main compounds we are going to discuss. One furan, second one is a pyrrole, third one is a thiophene. These are the best example of 5-membered ring which are in most of the heterocyclic compound. As we know that the heterocyclic compound is nothing but as a aromatic compound, and 2/3 of the heterocyclic compounds are present in the organic compound. So here just see here 5-membered rings, furan, pyrrole and thiophene, and their structures I have shown over here. And one is a 6-membered. The example, best example is a pyridine, and which is shown over here. And now another one is a poly. Poly itself indicate as a many. More than two rings are coming together having at least one ring containing a heteroatom such as oxygen, sulfur or nitrogen. That type of the compounds are known as polycyclic aromatic heterocyclic compound, and examples are given here. Quinoline and isoquinoline, these are the best example, and their structures I have shown over here. And now moving toward the next point. Next point will be non-aromatic heterocyclic compound. A non-aromatic heterocyclic compound means they do not possess aromatic character, but they are the cyclic, and that cycle in addition to the carbon atom, the heteroatom also involved in it, such as oxygen, sulfur or nitrogen, and form the ring. That ring are known as non-aromatic heterocyclic compound. They do not, or you can say they disobey the Hückel's rule. But these two compound, non-aromatic heterocyclic compound, once again divided into two types. One is called as the monocyclic non-aromatic heterocyclic compound, and another one is a polycyclic non-aromatic heterocyclic compound. Monocyclic non-aromatic heterocyclic compound are further divided into two types. One 5-membered non-aromatic heterocyclic compound 1, which is written here shortly THF. THF is nothing but tetrahydrofuran. Second one pyrrolidine. Third one tetrahydrothiophene. And THF, the full form of THF is a tetrahydrofuran. The structure you can observe carefully. It is a saturated 5-membered heterocyclic compound, and it can be act as a good solvent while carrying out the different organic reaction. Solvent which can dissolve solute, so that there is a possibility of reaction to occur, and there is a formation of the new carbon-carbon bond will take place, and new synthetic organic compounds are formed. One pyrrolidine, which is a saturated compound. This pyrrole, this also act as a shows, even though theoretically we generally making a statement, those organic compound containing double bond or multiple bond are unsaturated compound, and those unsaturated compound has characteristic important feature. They readily undergoes addition reaction, but here when the aromaticity attained or acquired by that organic molecule, they do not undergo at an ordinary condition, they do not undergo addition reaction. The reason behind it, if they undergo addition reaction, it will lose aromatic character, and therefore those aromatic compounds thermodynamically they are most stable one, and therefore they do not undergo addition reaction at a normal condition. In special condition or in forceful condition, they may undergo addition reaction, but generally the natural tendency of aromatic compound, they preferentially undergoes addition reaction. If you look at the property, one more statement we are making regarding organic compound, those organic compound containing nitrogen atom are basic in nature. Observe these two structures carefully. One is a pyrrole and another one is a pyrrolidine. Pyrrole does not shows basic properties. Reason behind it, whatever the lone pair present on nitrogen atom, that lone pair involved in delocalization, means for the completion of sextate, and therefore that lone pair are engaged or involved in a delocalization, they are not free for donation, and due to this reason pyrrole, even though containing as a nitrogen atom, it is not basic in nature. But if you look at its analog pyrrolidine, the lone pair which is present on that nitrogen atom, in addition to that, whatever ring form, the alkyl residue or ring residue which has a tendency to donate the electron once already lone pair present on nitrogen atom, the alkyl group providing giving electron to that nitrogen atom, and hence the tendency of that nitrogen atom is increases tremendously, and therefore pyrrolidine is many times basic as compared to that pyrrole. So that is one of the characteristic between that pyrrole and the pyrrolidine. Now if you talk about the stability of these two compounds, which one is more stable? Here pyrrole is, we know that it is aromatic in nature, and therefore it is more stable as compared to as a pyrrolidine, and therefore these ring pyrrole moiety cannot be open, or there may not be breaking of ring or the bond at an ordinary condition, and that pyrrole has a tendency to undergo electrophilic substitution reaction similar to benzene. Benzene readily undergo electrophilic substitution reaction. Commonly substitution reactions are nitration, sulfonation, halogenation, Friedel-Crafts alkylation, Friedel-Crafts acylation. These are the natural electrophilic substitution reaction shown by benzene ring means aromatic compound. Similarly, pyrrole also shows aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction, but at what position? There are two positions are identical. When we are going to study the numbering system, nomenclature system means what? The systematic name of giving the name of the organic compound is known as a nomenclature system. Generally, two systems are used while naming the organic compound. One is called common name system or travel name, and another one is called, or the second one is called systematic name or IUPAC system. IUPAC means International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. But here 1 and 2 position, or you can call it as alpha and beta position. Here also same at ortho this, and these are beta position. They were identical electrophilic substitution reaction similar to benzene. They also readily undergoes electrophilic substitution reaction, but at what position? That is a big question. You should remember as far as a heterocyclic compounds. When we are going to study the details of that electrophilic substitution reaction, especially these three named reaction, one furan, pyrrole and thiophene. These are the 5-membered ring, and another one 6-membered ring is a pyridine. At what position they are showing electrophilic or incoming group, where electrophile is going to attack, whether at 2 position or the 3 position in case of the 5-membered ring. And you should remember the electrophilic substitution in 5-membered ring attack at 2 position. why at 2 position? We will discuss that point later on with the help of resonating structure, why they gives exclusively electrophilic substitution takes place at 2 position. The reason behind it, when you know the resonating structure, then you come to know that point we will discuss shortly after the completion of this. So here same, what is that? Next one, we are talking about the non-aromatic heterocyclic compound, further divided into 2 types, monocyclic non-aromatic heterocyclic compound, and another one is a polycyclic non-aromatic heterocyclic compound. Once again, monocyclic non-aromatic heterocyclic compounds are divided into 2 types, one containing 5-membered heterocyclic compound and another one containing 6-membered heterocyclic compound. THF, pyrrolidine and tetrahydrothiophene. This is a pyrrolidine structure. This is a THF, tetrahydrofuran structure, and is a tetrahydrothiophene structure. Why tetra? Look at here, 1, 2, 3 and 4 position. There is a hydrogen atom and therefore 4 positions are there. That's why it is known as a tetra. Hydro means hydrogen atom, saturated heterocyclic compound. There are hydrogen atom and that's why it is known as a tetrahydrothiophene. This is a sulfur is called as a thiophene. Later on, while nomenclature system, we will see where oxygen is called as aza, oxo, oxa, sulfur is called as a thia, and that nitrogen is called as a aza. These are the sum of the prefixes or the suffixes used while naming that compound. That also we are going to learn shortly. Before that, here is a 6-membered ring, one which is a piperidine. Pyridine, as we know that there is a structure. Pyridine can be act if you compare the basicity between pyrrole and the pyridine, which one will be more basic in nature. Here pyridine is more basic than the pyrrole. According to the general statement of organic compound, what is the general statement? Do you remember? The general statement regarding the organic compound which contain nitrogen atom are like that. Those organic compound containing nitrogen atom are basic in nature. Why they are basic in nature? Because nitrogen has a lone pair, and according to that theory, it has a tendency to donate the lone pair, and therefore it can be act as an donor. The substance which can act as a donor known as base, and those species, those substances which can accept an electron are known as acceptor. So donor and the acceptor, depending upon that are the definition according to as a Lewis theory, and which is the most acceptable and the modern theory we can say, and that are the definition of generalized statement regarding as acid and base. If you compare the basic nature between these two, one is a pyrrole and another one is a pyridine. Justify your answer. Pyridine is more basic than pyrrole. The reason behind it, whatever lone pair present on the nitrogen atom, according to as a Huckel's rule, the aromatic compound should obey 4n plus 2 pi electron system. Then and then that compound are aromatic in nature. The statements are like this: fully conjugated, planar and the cyclic system which contain 4n plus 2 pi electron system are aromatic compound. So this pyrrole fulfilling all these criteria, it is a cyclic in nature, it is a planar, as well as it obeys the Huckel's rule 4n plus 2 pi electron. Here in this case n is equal to number of rings. One ring is there. If you put 1, then you will get as a 4n plus pi. Whatever lone pair present on it, it is involved in the delocalization like this. And due to this reason that electrons are not free for donation. But in case of the pyridine, look at here pi bond, single bond, pi bond, single bond and the pi bond. There are 3 pi bonds are there, though they are fulfilling Huckel's rule 4n plus 2 pi electron, and the lone pair which is present on nitrogen are free for donation, and therefore pyridine is basic in nature while pyrrole is not basic at all. It is aromatic in nature. This is also as aromatic. Now if you compare the piperidine, here is a saturated 6-membered ring which is known as piperidine. If you compare the basicity between these two, one is a pyridine, another one is a piperidine. Both are basic in nature, no doubt about it here. But which one is a more basic in nature? Because the basicity can be controlled by factors like availability of lone pair, second one stabilization of the conjugate base, and these are the some of the factors. And the factors like inductive effect, resonance effect, steric effect, hydrogen bonding, hyperconjugative effect, these are the structural effect which can modify the reactivity of the organic compound, and therefore by considering all these factors in consideration, we can say here this piperidine is more basic than the pyridine, even though both are basic in nature, but the strength of basicity of this piperidine is more as compared to this one. The reason behind it, here this lone pair, the ring residue which can donate electron, and therefore the ability of donation of the nitrogen atom is tenfold increasing than that pyridine. So piperidine is more basic than this one. That is the thing which we have discussed over here. In polycyclic non-aromatic heterocyclic compound, decahydroquinoline means 6-membered ring. If you converted into as a saturated ring, that got as the polycyclic means different. These are the points which we have discussed in our previous lecture. Now in this lecture what we are going to discuss, the remaining point, that is a nomenclature of heterocyclic compounds. Now we are going to discuss nomenclature of heterocyclic compound. Heterocyclic compounds. Nomenclature of heterocyclic compounds, that is a point which we are going to discuss right now here. So now heteroatom is to be counted as 1 or as low as possible. That is the number 1. Nomenclature means what? The systematic way of giving the name of the organic compound is known as a nomenclature system. So here in this case, in naming the heterocyclic compound, the various heteroatoms are denoted as follows. That we are going to, first one, heteroatom is to be counted as 1 or as low as possible. That is the first rule, nomenclature rule. Heteroatom is to be counted. Heteroatom is to be counted as 1 or as low as possible. This is the first rule. Heteroatom is to be counted as 1 or as low as possible. This is the first rule you should remember while naming the heterocyclic compound. Now let us look at as a second point. The second point, heteroatom, when there is a more than one heteroatom. When there is more than one heteroatom, more than one heteroatom, preference is given to oxygen, then sulfur, then nitrogen, then carbon. This is the, look at the second and the important rule. When there is more than one heteroatom present in the heterocyclic compound, preference is given to oxygen, then sulfur, then nitrogen, then carbon. This is the second rule which you should remember while naming the heterocyclic compound. Number 3 rule regarding the nomenclature of heterocyclic compounds are as follows. When there is more than one heteroatom, numbering should be as directed as possible from one to the others. When there is more than one heteroatoms, numbering should be as direct as possible, as direct as possible, as direct as possible, as direct as possible from one to the other, from one to the other, from one to the other. And the fourth point, fourth one is a important one. Substituents are numbered as low as possible. Substituents are numbered. Substituents are numbered as low as possible, as low as possible. And the fifth point, acceptable prefixes, acceptable, acceptable prefixes, acceptable prefixes includes O is equal to oxa, yes, or N is equal to oxa, aza, and yes is equal to thaya. These are the prefixes or suffixes used for this. And the sixth point we can see here, commonly suffixes for N and non-N heterocycles for partially unsaturated system. H is used to indicate the location of saturation. These are the, I think, remaining points we will discuss in our next lectures. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.